those pretty mountains. You stopped listening to me in my last video. Yeah, your IV was out, and you ran out of energy, and you just died. I don't know how much you heard. I was telling you an important story. A story about how I almost got swindled. And highway safety corridor. I mean, now you don't have to be safe anymore. Passing on the right, are you? It's not supposed to be done. That's how come there's accidents. Alright, I wasn't on the right. But I'm going about the speed limit anyway. Look at this hill. Rising up there. Sometimes in order to figure out the height of a hill, I'll count the height by trees. I'll look at a tree on the bottom of the hill, and I'll see how high it is, and then I'll picture that one on top of each other till I get to the top of the hill. In the Taku watershed, which is in the coastal mountain range in British Columbia. No, it's not in the coastals. You cross the coast. Anyway, it's up there. We're 19 trees high to get to the top of those mountains. Of course, you know, the trees were getting smaller all the time as they went up. But still, height is height. We're gaining on this guy. And now he's going to come in, and now I got to go all the way over here. Side and we'll be good friends. Now he's going to go faster and faster and faster. I'm going to have to get in behind him. So I'm not going to speed on his account. Look at that mountain road down there. Naturally, he would get slow going on the way up a hill. Look at how distant the traffic is down there. Like wee little ants. Here comes this car. He's going to come barreling down on me again. I mean, this truck behind me. Barrel, barrel, down, down, down. Barrel, barrel, down, down, down. Also let him barrel down. Gonna barrel anyway. He's gonna barrel anyway. Barrel, barrel, down, down, down. Barrel, barrel, down, down, down. I'll soon let him barrel down. Look at that pathway through there. They put that black stuff up to keep the water pure that goes down into the stream, to keep the runoff from the working area down. Oh, they're cutting it away. You ever look at the hills ahead and see how one side was attached to the other side at one time? Why are they doing that to a hill? That's one good way to get a lot of erosion. Really now. Get your ducks in a row. Oh, they're going to widen the road. That's what they're doing. Why would they do that? Like, why would they have it all over there? Oh, is this truck runaway things? No, they can't turn a truck that sharp to run away. I guess you could, that one. And this looks like another runaway truck thing. A ridge that they cut that whole mountain to take this road out. If this road was not here, we would have to go way up and way down. Blacksburg, 2 miles. You know, I was once snowed in Blacksburg. It's very beautiful. I've never stopped in Blacksburg. I wonder how far it is to Blacksburg. I think it'd be interesting to go to Blacksburg. I gotta figure out how far away it is. It would take 17 minutes to get there, according to my GIPS. And it looks like it's going to be nasty weather up here on top of the mountain. That's just because we're in a cloud. This happens when you're in a cloud, you know. 17 miles. Well, I have the time. But I don't think I really want to do that. Because it's going to be mountains. Oh, it's 17 minutes to get there. So we are officially not going to Blacksburg. We're going to get back on our highway. we are in the clouds. We're on the very top of the mountain. Ooh, is it raining on this side? Look at how the road looks. The road looks kind of steamy. Look at how tall that wall is beside us. Barreling along. I'm going the speed limit. He's going up a hill that fast. These people remind me of Canadians who don't know the meaning of speed limit. They think it's a rough estimate. How do you teach your children to obey? I've asked you this before. How do you teach your children to obey the speed limit when everybody speeds, when everybody goes 20 kilometers an hour over the speed limit? How do you teach them that you don't speed? Drive the speed limit. And you call the police and you say, everybody's going 100 kilometers an hour and the speed limit is 80 kilometers an hour, 55. What's with this? Is that allowed? And he says, well, the speed limit is 80. I said, well, do you give people tickets? He says, well, we don't generally give tickets unless people are going 15 kilometers an hour over the speed limit. Well, hello, guess what happens then? They don't slow down. Everybody goes 15 miles an hour over the speed limit. And they go faster than that. And so I'm there with my little Abraham, who is big, and I'm telling them you go 80. And everybody's passing, or they're sitting behind, waiting and waiting. So then, what do? You know, I say, okay, let's go a little faster. But I say no forever, right? But my husband drives 100. Well, then what does he teach his son? I told him, you are teaching this boy to go fast. You're teaching him to speed. He says, don't you be a bad example to your son. Be a good example. Everything's good for something, even if it's just a bad example, don't you think? I'll have to stop thinking about this. Want to hear my heartbeat? Let's see what we can do with that. It's on this side, right? I'll have to wave my finger when I hear my heartbeat. I don't have a heartbeat. Oh, I'm dead again. There's got to be something wrong because people are not really dead if you can't hear their heart attack, their heart pumping. Boom, boom. Oh, look, we could watch cows. Let's watch these cows. These cows are not paralyzed, are they? They do look like they're paralyzed, though, don't they? It's because of the grass. What happens when a cow bends down? An unsuspecting, poor old cow, a big dumb animal. I didn't say that. A poor old cow, and he reaches down and he bites a little bit of grass, and you know what happens to him? There's glue in the grass, and it makes him, he's stuck. Takes him a long time before the glue lets go, and then he can move over. But he's so dumb he'll take another bite and get stuck again. You notice next time you see a field of cows with their heads stuck to the ground, they're all standing in a row like ducks with got all their ducks in a row. I like that phrase. Those cattle have all their ducks in a row. They're all standing there with their heads stuck to the ground, not moving a muscle. They're scared to move. They don't dare move a muscle. But after a while, the grass lets go, and then they get up and they walk a few paces. And then they do it again. Maybe they just like smelling the grass. That's what they do. Now, there are cows over there. Be not dismayed. There are cows on yon hill. Hey, they already passed us. And now we're passing them. What's with this? No, wait a minute. They passed us, and now they're passing again. That's it. They must have stopped. They go really fast, and they race way up there to the rest area, and then they stop. Look, it says Neil, Canada. That was that cross. There's some cows out there. Did you see the cows? It's not raining, I'm just fixing the windshield. New River Valley Medical Center. Wake up on the bright side. Well, if the sun would come up before we wake up, it's a lot easier. You know, I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning sometimes, and I look out the window and it's like it's dark. And go back to bed. But in the summertime, when you wake up at 3:30 and it's light out, ooh, isn't that wonderful? I love it. Doesn't last. It starts getting dark earlier after that, but it doesn't matter because while it lasts, it's great. It would always be lighter in the morning if they didn't do this time change thing. That's my take on it. I have to cut these videos into tons of little videos. Every time I change the subject, I'll start a new video. Look at this pretty rest area. Don't you wish you could go rest there? Put up your hammock in those little trees and have a rest? And after all, it's a rest area. But people don't rest in a rest area. They get up, they go to the washroom, they wander around, look at things, and then they get back in their car and they go. They might take their dog for a walk. But the last thing they really do is rest. They just have a change. But now when I go to a rest area, wow, when I go to a rest area, you know what I do? I get out my hammock. I do. I got a whole bunch of them in the back seat. I have 5 of them. 5 lucky people are going to get hammocks. 5 people that love me enough to invite me over. Hint, hint. I'll come over and I'll hang out with you and I'll make a hammock for you and put it in your trees, and then you can relax in your hammock. And if you have a laptop, you can have your laptop on your lap, because obviously we really can't get that far away from our laptops. You know, the thing about all these YouTube friends you have, well, we're all addicts to the computer, right? And so when we get together, we don't have any computers. We're talking to each other. It's like, okay, well, this is interesting, but I really got to go check my email. I got to get some stuff done on there. I got videos to upload. Has that happened to you? Write about it down there in the comments. You can comment, and I shall read it. Too bad I just can't put a check mark on everyone that I read. Check, check, check. But no, I'll give you a red receipt. Oh, things are changing. Glencoe Museum, exit 1 off, otherwise known as 105. And the times, they are changing, and the signs, they are changing. Look at that beautiful hill. It looks like a lump of oatmeal. We'll call that Oatmeal Hill, okay? Let's name all these hills. That's Oatmeal Hill. What is this hill called? This is called, oh, what's that beech tree? This is Beech Hill. Beech Hill. Look, the exit to Radford. Hey, you know what? We're going to get to another town down here that's called Radford. What do you want to do? You want to get off? Do you want to get off? I mean, not Radford. We're going to get off. We can get to another one that's called Pulaski. Should we get off and film Pulaski? That'll confuse everybody. So when they Google Pulaski, Pulaski, New York will show up, and Pulaski, Virginia will show up. I think that is plan. That is my plan. I don't know if it's your plan or not. Look at Pulaski County. We're going to have to start a new video.